The girl knew that using a red pen for answering would result in no score, but she still ignored the advice and continued to use the red pen, and even made a special mark on the last question. She knew that once the college entrance exam scores were announced, her younger sister would immediately swap scores with her, stealing her score to attend Harvard University, while she, having been swapped with a low score, would be despised by everyone. Worried that the truth would be exposed, her sister killed her. Before dying, she discovered that it was her sister who swapped their scores. When she opened her eyes, she had miraculously been reborn 12 days before the exam. She swore that in this life, she would not let her sister, who had killed her, go unpunished. But she didn't know how her sister swapped the scores. At this moment, the girl accidentally discovered her sister was binding an exchange system, targeting the girl's exam score for a swap, but it required sacrificing her sister's 15 years of life as the price. The girl recalled the previous life, where her sister was always focused on dressing up, hoping for a way to achieve good results without studying. Just like the girl claimed this was just a dream, reminding her that there were no shortcuts in studying. But her sister didn't care, saying that even if she couldn't get into college, her parents and brothers would support her. Unexpectedly, her sister was willing to sacrifice 15 years of life for the score swap. No wonder, when the girl saw her for the last time, her sister appeared much older. But in this life, the girl would never let her succeed again. Just as she turned to leave, the keys in her pocket fell to the floor, and the noise alerted her sister in the room. The girl had no choice but to walk in and pretend to care about her sister's exam preparations. Her sister said she could only score 200 points at most, and urged the girl to hurry and study for a chance to get into Harvard University. The girl understood her sister's intention, and deliberately didn't study for the 3 days leading up to the exam. Her sister eagerly brought the girl a glass of milk to boost her brain, only to find her playing games. This infuriated her. She worried that if the girl didn't score well, it would affect her. At this moment, their mother and brothers also entered the room, and they all criticized the girl for not studying, saying she would embarrass the family if she didn't get into Harvard. The girl thought to herself that she couldn't reveal her true plan just yet, and decided to surprise them on the day the scores were released. So, she assured them she was confident about getting into Harvard. Upon hearing this, they were reassured. Soon, the exam day arrived. The sister carefully checked the girl's study materials, making sure the girl would do well on the exam. Their parents praised the sister for being thoughtful, unaware that her caring behavior was all for her own benefit. In the exam room, the girl deliberately answered with a red pen. The proctor reminded her that using a red pen wouldn't count for points, but the girl didn't care. When she saw the last math competition question, she remembered that the question was deliberately set by the examiners to select talent, and the student who answered it correctly would be directly recruited to Harvard. In the previous life, only the girl answered it correctly. Now, reborn, she was determined to make an impact. The proctor was shocked when the girl solved the competition question, and immediately took the paper to inform the question setter. The setter reviewed the top papers from across the country, and none of the students had answered the competition question correctly, but it was answered correctly by a girl who scored 0 in math. The girl returned home after the exam, and everyone eagerly asked her how the exam went. When she said she was sure to score 720 points, her sister appeared unusually excited. At this moment, the parents decided to throw her a graduation celebration, inviting all the school teachers and family